So, looks like it can work. Let's jump in. So I'm a bit quiet in it. I'm in an Airbnb in London, so there's that. Um, so the goal today is to basically take this asset, and it could be even smaller, but make it kind of big so we can see it, and start making assets with this one material. So we're going to use these colors and use sort of like the poly count, but because we're using a stylized approach, we're going to be sort of bouncing between sort of material and the asset itself. So I'm going to get rid of, actually, get rid of that. Where is it? Delete. Laptop is not as good as my desktop. Okay. So we have our a box, and what I'd like to do, I have this new idea where I would like to make some VRMs of race cars, like sort of like stylized, cute race cars. Um, so you can go into the space, choose a VRM to race with, and then race around the track. So for this section, we're actually going to be making assets for the track. So let's jump into that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Put them in the chat. Okay, so we have to think about scale, which is definitely an issue with a lot of this. So I'm going to sort of make a very simple box to sort of get a vibe for how big that is. Now, let's use this. Okay. So we got maybe 0.5. Yep, 5 and 1.8. What's the size of an average avatar? So we need to sort of make and that's also the collider of the avatar. So we have to keep that in mind. So the question is, do we make large? Do we make large cars or not? There we go. I was just about to send you a message, make sure you're in the right one. Sorry for that. So let's make, I don't know, scale Z, maybe like 1 meter high. I kind of do want the collision to be on like the case. So like mini cars driving everywhere. We could always scale it up later. Do some tests. Testing for the win. Okay, so let's go. So maybe there. Maybe there. A bit wider. There. Okay, that'll be a good start. So that'll be our rough car size. So let's get some cylinders in there as well. Um, reduce those to about 24, I think. How are you going, Argent? Have a good weekend. I should copy those. That would be a better way to do it. Anyway, you make sure they rotate that way. Go that way. Okay, so we have a car. Very simple car. How many versions of you are there? Welcome all of the Argent. Neat. So we can kind of get rid of that, and then we can start looking at making roads. So what I'd like to do is to like create a modular based uh, road construction thing. Um, so for that, I might make it maybe 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on the laptop, so the setup might be different. So I think a road should be 6, maybe. Yeah, 6. Okay. So the first off, we need a start line. So let's do that first. We're using control to snap a lot of these, which is quite a useful tool. That'd be a good start line. Now, what we're doing here is we're basically assigning the UV to be on the one texture and using the poly count or editing the poly count to create a lot of the elements there. So, for example, yep. um, Now, on this one, we actually kind of want to do that. But we also actually want to get rid of these ones. So I'm going to merge last. Last and at last. I might keep the first one there for now. So what we're basically going to be doing for most of this sort of shorter session, because I've got like a fair few things to do after this, is we need to go to UV edit and we need to open a texture that I made. So give me a sec while I load that one. This one. So as you can see, some basic colors. And basically all we need to do is grab all of them. Actually, I'm going to apply transforms. Don't need to, but I'm going to. And then smart UV project. See what happens. That. Cool. Next up, we need this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Split. Move that down here. Make it really small because it doesn't really matter. this one. Now, because we don't have any texture information, um, it doesn't matter what size it is. So it depends sort of like what your approach to a lot of this is. But say, for example, if we do that. Now to see what this looks like um, in the thing, we've already loaded. No, maybe not. Okay. And when we go back to layout, this one, we have our track like so. So this technique allows you to sort of focus more on less material. So the draw calls is really, really small. And then I just got your message on Twitch. Hang on. What do you mean there's nothing? um, think for the purposes of what I'm trying to do, I might not be able to do this for it. We'll just leave it as is. That'll do. All right. Um, so we have our road basically. And then what we're basically going to continue doing is making modular road pieces. Actually, we should the edges as well. Actually, nope, wrong one. Yeah. Yep. Sort of want that to be. How big do we want that to be? Not one, because the car's too small. Maybe half. Yeah, that works. All right. Cool. Um, Now, the thing is, we can actually, like, you still want to make sure that all of the polygons are required, I guess you could say. Um, so these ones here, for example, do not need to be there. Some, however, do. Do I get rid of that one? Yeah. Every polygon counts. There we go. Cool. All right. Next up, we need just a straight. So for that, I'm actually going to just steal most of this one and clean it up a bit. So let's grab all that. What do I make it from scratch? Um, make it from scratch. I think easy. It's fine. I also need to rename this probably. So, um, finish line. Cool. Actually, one thing we need to do is change these colors. editing. Let's go. Wrap. Scale those down. Let's make them red. 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 I think there's also a couple of dots in there we want to get rid of. So let's get them. All right. Next piece. We're going by 6. So let's hide that one. Actually, let's make a new collection to keep this sort of clean. So finished. Put that in there. Do that. Next, so let's go to layout and make a. Is plane, is that an option? Yes. 6 by 6. Yeah, that should do. Now, once again, that's going to go down. Yeah. Down. Texture again. So, what do we have? Multi-vertex. What do you mean? I know not what you speak of. Actually, I need to check which way they're facing. I will check that though. In the road. What are you talking about? In the road? On this? Okay, hang on. Yeah, I don't have the head. I'm not on at my computer, so I can't do all the cool stuff that I usually do. Oh, okay, hang on. There's one. What, this section? What about it? What's the issue? I don't understand what you're talking about. And it's just those vertices. No, what do you mean, yo? I don't think I can. I don't know what you're talking about. Um, And green, yep. Okay, so that's that. Next up, we need a curve, like a corner. Hmm. So with that, what's the best way to do that one? Duplicate that. Yeah, hide that one. Let's try this. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. All right, send me an image. Probably make a lot more sense. This is more difficult than it should be. So let's try this approach. Get rid of all of them. Delete faces. Why is this so topical? Um, okay, what things can we use? Okay, let's try something else. Okay, that'll work. Maybe. Well, not really. Okay. Um, those 2 points are where they need to be. That should be fine. Okay. Um, so what else do we need? We need to shade smooth, but on down to normals, auto smooth. Bump that up to maybe 50. That's good. Okay. Now let's get some props and stuff. So let's get some. So I've got your picture, Argent, but I don't. Where are they on here though? Like these? But yeah, um, shade smooth and then auto smooth on 60. That should work it. The other thing you could possibly do, which I've done sometimes, is add the weighted normal. Um, that's been pretty good for cleaning up that sort of stuff as well. So just a heads up on that one. Okay. So let's do some more complicated texture work with like side stuff. So sort of running out of well, not really running out of time, but I got 20 minutes or so because I've got like meetings and stuff, adult things. Nope. 005. There we go. So I want to sort of get some seating, I guess you could say. Let's do that. G up, maybe 40. And this is where things get a bit funny, because if you have people watching and the cars are really small, it's not great. But you kind of want the cars to be the right size. Yeah, it's tricky. Um, so let's just do this one with, what would be a good way to do that? Yeah, I'm thinking of that, like little RC cars. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe I'll just do that. I think we have a winner. Let's just do that. That inset. That's the one. Next, to get rid of some of these because you will never see them. Unity will, but I won't. I keep the bottom though, just in case. We want to join those two. And then edit. So we need those to be in the same space. So let's make that a blue. Now I'd like to maybe create this one to be sort of like you have a matte, like a simple, not shiny, smooth version and a metallic version. So you can have the two textures in the one. So that would actually save a lot of time as well. So I'm going to probably play with that at some point. These are gray, I think. Maybe black. You could even do it with three. So you like have one in the middle, one in the, like one halfway between the two and one metallic. I think that would be a really good way to do it. I also have done in the past where instead of just solid, you actually have like a gradient, and not just like a dark to light, but a dark to a slightly different hint of color, which is really quite a nice way to do that sort of thing, and got really impressive results out of that. So I would recommend uh, that sort of thing. I do feel we need more types of chairs. So I'm going to make another one of those. What do you call him? Stool. Stool? Blue. Yeah, it makes such a like a big difference for such a simple thing. That'd be fun. Let's do a half. Nah. We have our two stools. Put them in there as well. All right, got a quarter of an hour to make one more thing. Or we put this into Unity. No? Question mark? What are you knowing to? Oh, the bicolor? All right. Sure. You're gonna have to like mix it up a bit. Actually, let's do this. I'm gonna grab all those and go project from view. And that way, we have exactly what we want. The catch with that is like resolution might be a bit low, but in Unity you can set it to no filter, and therefore any like scaling up of images will still be a sharp line, which is actually really cool. Really cool, nice result. So I can look at that as well. Now I have to do that with a blue one. Okay, cool. Right, so we have some basics. I might change the color of this one actually, because we've got like purple already. So let's just mix it up into yellow, green, green. Yeah, cool. All right. So let's save that and let's do a really quick version. Yeah, you can. So the texture, I'll do it. I can show you. But the texture has the ability to, what do you call it? Uh, Turn the filter off. So it'll filter, try to upscale it and stuff like that. But one of them is to turn it off, and then it just doesn't blend it. So any sort of lower polygon, like if you're doing, what do you call it? 32-bit images and stuff, you could actually use that and it looks really cool. So I'll hopefully get into that. I'll do that first thing when we jump into Unity. Race course. There we go. Okay. Let's shrink that. Let's shrink that. Let's start a new template. Guitar, Mona, streaming, workshop. I hate Windows 11. Then we go to Unity. I think. Yep. Gaming? No. Yep. Workshop. What are you? Racetrack. Go. Windows. I liked Windows 10. Windows 10 was good, solid. I was a big fan of that. But yeah, 11. What are we doing? Oh, last modified. There we go. Okay. Once this is done, I can start doing some fun stuff there. But I have my, my phone is 5 minutes fast, so I'm 5 minutes early to everything nowadays, and I really need to fix that. I'm going to do that now while it loads this. Um, Between 11, I think it's the right mouse click. So you click on it, and then it's like all the stuff that you really want to do is behind something, when previously it was all kind of there. So I think that pretty much. All right, get rid of that. Remove scene. Let's get some assets in here. Mona streaming workshop 40. So we have our color base. That's a texture. It's in there. Um, do we have assets? I haven't saved them out yet. So what you're looking for, Argent, is if you go here, go to Inspector, and go to Filter Mode, and go Point No Filter. And that will, as it scales up, it won't do the blending, blurry sort of stuff, which is really cool. Depending on the asset you're creating. So that's pretty neat. What's that one? Finish line. Yeah, super useful if you're doing that sort of thing. So have at it. Put that on because it never works. Okay, so that one's done. Do 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 do. Now, of course, these would be made a lot better. Well, a little better. They seem fine, to be honest. Um, Not bad for like 1 hour of work, I guess. Ooh, no, that needs to be 0. Just to good enough. Do bench yellow. Blue. Okay, cool. Let's go back to here and let's start plonking them around, I guess. So, sure, do all of that. I'm going to do the usual, which is generate light map UVs, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I'm just going to drag and drop into here. I'm actually going to get rid of, I'll just hide it for now. With these, that's a stool. I'm going to add a box collider on a short mesh collider. Finish line, mesh collider, and straight short mesh collider. Cool. Right. And the last thing we need to do, just quickly before wrapping up, is using, what is it, V, which allows you to snap polygons. So you can do really quick renditions of everything. Control D, that's the one. Now I technically could actually just scale that one. Could. There would be no harm in that. Yeah, right. Not that one. That one? Nope, not that one. That one, yes. So there's quite a few to like benefits, I guess you could say, to running. What would you call it? A low poly build, because you can kind of cheat on a lot of stuff. Now, in this case, what I could do is use this one, because occasionally this would be quite useful. Just go zoop. Use control to snap. There. Big crows. You're on a roll today of like throwing things that I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Can I? Is this going to work? Yes. Sweet. This one, and we have a little track. Cool. We have a track with a portal right in the middle of it. Let's go. Then I'll have to call it. I'm meeting at 6. Pretty funny. Run, run, run. You. Oops. There we go. Yeah. Meow. Meow. So yeah. So this is a quick introduction, very quick, e.g., 1 hour, start to finish. There's a line there. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. And there, but that's it. So this whole space, and of course you would do much more complicated stuff, but would be one material. So I'll probably start building on this over the next couple of weeks, and see how far we can take it. Because I think a VRM racing car track would be a lot of fun. Yeah, there we go. Heli robot. I should actually. That'd be pretty cool. Because like it'll just be everywhere. In every single space that I ever make, we'll have this one little heli robot somewhere. But yeah, I could definitely do that. All right. Okay. I'm going to call it there. Thanks for coming in. Hope you learned something. I know you learned at least one thing with the filter on the texture, so that's great. And yeah, we'll see how far I can take this space. I want to make a car soon. I think Fractilians and Rizzle are going to start looking at sort of like one texture material, so that'd be fun. So yeah, we'll see. I think the low stylized. I haven't really done it much because I'm not usually that sort of way. But after playing Valheim and seeing what you can do with lighting and light mapping with simple assets, I think I'm interested to see how far I can push it with one material, which that would reduce the draw calls significantly. So that'll be quite interesting, I think. So yeah. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Have a good day and catch you later. I don't have the logo. I didn't bring it on with me on the laptop, so that's why it's not there. All right, wrap it up. Have a good day. Bye.